Hi everyone! I'm gonna say it again, it feels like for fucking ever since I've sat down and filmed, and if you saw last week's vlog, you probably know why, even though that was only a week, so I don't really have an excuse, but like I'm going with it. Also, when my wrap up comes, maybe I'll have an excuse, but there is no excuse for this hair. Wow. Does this actually work? They used to do it in like the 50s, like the boys would like lick their hand and go, it's disgusting. So today I'm here with my February book haul, and I can't remember how many books I bought in January, but I have a feeling that this is a bigger pile. There are, I can't count, there's like 18 books here. I know. Who am I? Emmanovella. A mess. We're gonna try and get through this quickly. Say that all the damn time, never quick, and somehow I still don't give synopses. I just happen to make videos really fucking long with no content in them. Welcome. The very first book that I bought in February was, of course, Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nigun. I got this for the BookTube games. It was Team Neverland's group book, double points. I was about to tell you my thoughts. This is not a wrap up, this is a haul. So yeah, I just bought this straight on Kindle for like £5. Basically, the premise of this book is something about a girl who's a paper cast, so she's not a demon or a half demon, and she has to go and be like the king's concubine, and she doesn't fucking want to do that, and the whole last mess, and there's a bit of sapphic romance in there. And honestly, I don't remember what the fuck happened. But yeah, there you go. More thoughts later. Next up, my mum went to the local co-op, and they used to sell books there, but now they don't seem to have any. And so she went in and they had literal like, you know when you go into a shop and they've reduced the food and they put the stickers over it? That's what this book had in it. So she bought me it for like £1, and that is the Tattoos of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. This is brand new and she got it for like £1.50 or something. And I know everyone probably knows about this. It's literary fiction, adult fiction. Look at me acting my age. Oh my god. And all I know is it follows someone who is in Auschwitz and does tattoos. Basically they tattoo the numbers of the prisoners on the skin. That's what a tattoo is, Emma. Wow. But yeah, basically just gonna be like a heartbreaking story about Auschwitz, and I'm not ready, but I have it in case I ever am ready to be ripped apart, which honestly, I love reading a Kimmy Dawn Bowman's book, so clearly I'm always ready to have my heart ripped out. So next up is another gift from the gorgeous Rachel Marie. She did her, what was it? She was doing her unhaul and she was saying she wasn't sure about some books, and as a joke I was like, you shouldn't keep that one, you should get rid of that one. Like totally not because I think it's like shit, but because it has a fox on the cover so I want it. Girl sent me it. Like she'd bought me something off my Amazon wishlist but accidentally sent it to herself, so she had my address from that, so she just like up and sent me a hardback book. Girl, you're moving countries, save you $1. Like I would have paid for it, but it just showed up and I was crying. I was like, I can't deal with this. So she sent me Scion of the Fox, The Realms of the Ancient by S.M. Bacon, and I don't know if you can tell, but that fox has glowing eyes, so it's magic as fuck. I have read the synopsis and it's very different to like my usual sort of go-to. It's obviously like sort of fantasy. I thought it was going to be adult fiction, but it seems like YA because the girl's a high school student, so that's typically YA. But also I feel like it might be a bit funny because it starts out by saying Rowan Harkin considers herself a typical high school student. Dead parents, an infected eyeball, and living in the house of her estranged, currently comatose grandmother. Well, maybe not so typical. And I just think it's going to be great. Like, I mean, obviously she's living in some sort of like derelict haunted mansion with like a creepy ass comatose grandma. I don't know why the grandmother's creepy because she's comatose, but you know, it doesn't specify she's in hospital. She's just in the house like dying. That would be a ride. But I am actually really looking forward to getting to this. I've kind of been put off fantasy with two fantasies that I have read actually in February, but I'm willing to give something else a try that isn't maybe so generic, if that makes sense. But yeah, excited. Then I was in Asda, I think. I was in one of the supermarkets and they do a 2 for £7 deal, and I couldn't resist. and kind of regretting buying one of them. So I got Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus, and I got this Lie Will Kill You by Chelsea Pitcher. Both thrillers, both keen to get to. The only one that I'm regretting is this one because I have a NetGalley arc, because I nearly got On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, but I picked this instead, but I actually already have a copy of this, so I'm a little mad at myself, but like, it's fine. So basically, first of all, this one is about a party where someone died. Wow, shock, horror. 5 survivors arrive at an isolated mansion expecting to compete in a contest with a £50,000 prize. Dollar. Sorry, it's American obviously. Nobody questions the odd, rather exclusive invitation until it's too late. 5 arrive and all can leave. Will the truth set them free, or will their lies destroy them all? So obviously it's going to be like finding out who the fuck killed someone at a party or something like that. They'll all have secrets. It's going to be typical YA mystery thriller. Probably going to disappoint me. Probably going to be 3 stars, but I keep reading them because I enjoy them until they get shit. Wow, words. And with Two Can Keep a Secret, this has gorgeous spread edges, but this is about a high school senior vanished in 1995, and now 5 years ago homecoming queens are basically being murdered, like, again, and it's like all about the sort of past, present, like who's doing it. A mystery thriller. I didn't love what was One of Us is Lying. I can't remember the fucking title. I thought it was kind of obvious. It was very typical YA mystery thriller where it was just kind of like, meh, I see all this coming. So I'm wary, but I just love mystery thrillers. So like, I just buy them and get excited for them, even though like to look at it, I'm like, this will be a 3-star read. So I'm hoping it proves me wrong. But next, I got some books on Depop, and I honestly don't really have a reason for buying them now. They're just books that I've had on my radar for a while, and I saw them and I was like, fuck it, let's spend more money. So I now have The Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Moira Fowley Doyle. I have a feeling I have a NetGalley arc of this, but I just really enjoy this cover like a lot. The colour scheme, the book on fire, it's just glorious. I do own Moira Fowley Doyle's other book, The Accent Season, and I've had that for like 5 years and I haven't read it yet. And I'm one of those people where I quite like to read an author's books in order of publication. So I don't want to read this and love it and then go back to Moira Fowley Doyle's like debut and be like, oh, that's not as good. I'd rather read the first one and be like, hey, this is good, and then be like, oh my god, this is mind-blowing. Because obviously writing's a skill. They're going to get better as they go on for the most part. Some exceptions out there. I don't know, I feel like I'm more in the mood for this one, but I mean, I'm saying that like I'm going to pick it up anytime soon. It's going to be like 10 fucking years, so we shall see what happens. But this, I like how I pretend to know what I'm doing and then I'm just like, let me read the blurb. This follows a girl who starts losing things. Alright. Oh no, it's a girl and her friend begin to lose things like hair clips and jewellery, and then they lose something bigger. Alright. And then there's 3 strangers. And there's a spell book. Oh, it's gonna be like they find an ancient spell book and make shit happen and then they fuck everything up. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited. And the other book I got on Depop was Love, Lies and Spies by Cindy Anstey. Can't fucking read. So I have seen her books going around. I want to say there's like Jewels and Deception stuff, but like she very much kind of writes old-timey, like Victorian sort of period books, but like they're not like Pride and Prejudice. It's like Pride and Prejudice but with spies or fighting and battles. I might be making that up. I think it's a, yeah, well, in this hilarious homage to Jane Austen. See, told you, literally Pride and Prejudice. Was that her or Bronte? That was her, right? I don't fucking know my classics. But something about Handsome Spy. And it's probably, I don't know. I just really like this cover with all the clocks and the keys and the feathers and umbrellas and shit. I am just buying all the books with no clue what they are. Nothing has changed on this channel, clearly. My mum and stepdad went on a little night away the other week. 2 weeks ago? I don't fucking know. But last week, oh my god, that was only a week ago. Wow, this has been a long ass week. Anyway, they were in some charity shops and my stepdad knows I've been getting into manga, so he saw these 3 volumes of a manga, volume 1, 2 and 3, thankfully. And yeah, so he picked me up Princess I by, well, basically it's by Courtney Love, right? Kurt Cobain's wife. Were they married? I don't fucking know. I don't know my pop culture. She came up with the idea, and then, oh, and also there's DJ Milky and someone, Misaho Kujiradu, I believe, is on the artwork. And it's weird. I've read the first volume. It wasn't bad. Like, I will actually probably continue on. I was hoping to continue on in February for the booktube games, but that's not gonna happen. But basically it follows this girl, Ai, who's like an alien from another planet, and she like falls to Earth, ends up in Tokyo, and she can sing really well, so she like ends up getting a job at a strip club, but she's like, I'm not stripping, even though she dresses really provocatively, and I'm like, you seem like a stripper, to be really judgmental. But you know, it's not like she's a wholesome, like, shy girl. Like, she's very much like out there and willing to show herself off, but like, she's a standard. She doesn't want to strip, whatever. Not that strippers don't have standards. Wow, Emma, way to offend people. You get my point. But she just sings, and she's trying to find like her way home, and she has this locket, and then there's like some other weird ass person who's like coming to get, I don't fucking know what's happening, okay? But does manga ever make sense? This is my question. Of all the manga I've read, there's always something fucking weird about it, but I still read them because they're quick. So yeah, I have volumes 1, 2 and 3, and I think there's a 4th volume, but I highly doubt I will ever read that because I don't even know when I will get to volume 2 and 3. We'll find out if I ever get to it, obviously. Next, I have some charity shop finds because I love me some charity shopping. It's great, the books are cheap, and you never know what you're gonna get. So first, I have Heroes by Robert Cormier. This is the Penguin, I've forgotten the name of like the series. So Penguin recently came out with these sort of, they're like YA classics, and it's really annoying me that I can't think of the name of them, and all of my other ones are hiding, I believe. This is a super short ass book, and it deals with the war. I want to say possibly like PTSD and things, but what I didn't realise when I bought it is it was obviously someone's English book. However, it does seem to be like pretty much just like that page that is highlighted. I also have some of their notes, so I hope you don't need this anymore. This will be a really nice quick read at some point when I get to it. I just saw the nice edition and was like, hey, I need it. I go into charity shops and I see a book that I already own, and obviously because I own it, it's also a book that I want, and I get excited. I'm like, oh my god, it's a YA book that I want. And I'm like, Emma, you have it, you don't need to buy it. But I'm like, I want to rescue it. And I'm like, no. I also grabbed Spud by John Vanderroot. I think he's Dutch. I don't know why it matters. I mean, obviously that'll help the pronunciation, but like, it doesn't matter. I have seen this book kicking around. When I was a bookseller, I always saw it on the shelves. It came out in like 2005? Yeah, 2005 in 6. He's South African. In 2008 in the UK. So like, it's obviously like a sort of popular book, but like I've never heard of it. It was obviously popular when it first came out, and now it's kind of dying. But I saw it, and apparently, well, apparently it obviously does. This dude ends up going to an elite boys only boarding school, and well, sorry, it says private school, but then it says dormitory, so I think it's a boarding school, and I was like, hey, that's my niche. I mean, it's not a mystery, but boarding schools, love a boarding school story. So apparently it's gonna be quite like funny. It's not like serious or anything, but sometimes you just want like a light-hearted sort of slice of life kind of story, and I kind of hope really stupid, far-fetched things happen, because that would just be exactly what I want from this. So if you've read this, let me know what it's like. Is it just like a really sort of stupid, funny book? Is it not at all what I think it's gonna be? I'm hoping I will pick it up soon, as I am with everything. Take your bets, guys, take your bets. I think 2025. Next is a book that is probably aimed at younger teens, but it just grabbed me. There's no other excuse. I have Sweet Scarlet by Maureen Johnson, which is about a girl who grew up in like a hotel. So it's like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, basically. And from what I gather in the synopsis, when they turn 13, 15, they get a suite of their own to look after at the hotel, and she ends up with one that this like C-list celebrity is just permanently living in, and I think there's a boy who's like an upcoming actor or whatever who ends up like involved, and she's planning to fall in love, and it's going to be like about this really cranky ass C-lister becoming her best friend probably. But hey, it's set in a hotel. It's basically next level boarding school. So I have it. Also, keys seem to be a theme, because I'm pretty sure, well, Love, Lies and Spies, this is only the second book with a key on it, isn't it? I'm gonna shut up. And my last charity shop book find, is that the right phrase? Anyway, my last charity shop find is a book that I once had on my wish list, and I took it off because it was one of those ones where I never saw myself going out of my way to buy it brand new, but I was like, I'm never gonna find it in like a charity shop, so just fucking like get rid of it on the wish list. And then of course I found it, and that is Dancer Daughter Traitor Spy by Elizabeth Kiem. And it's about a girl who is like, she ends up in like the Bolshoi Ballet, like in the USSR, so it's like Soviet Russia kind of vibes. Well, it is that exactly, so it's not vibes, it is that. And I think her mother dies or goes missing. Her mother disappears, so the girl and her father decide they're gonna like escape the Soviet Union and go to Brooklyn, and there's a web of intrigue, and you know, I'm just here for it, so I'm very excited, as I always am. And my final books I just got today, a couple of them are art, they're all arcs. I don't fucking know, I have books, okay? First is Fierce Fragile Hearts by Sarah Bernard. I actually have a NetGalley arc of this as well. I haven't read Beautiful Broken Things yet, so I can't read this yet. Oops. Guess I'll have to read them both soon. I can't speak today. Read them both soon. Enunciate, girl. I have Lightning Chased Me Home by Amber Lee Dodd. I think this is middle grade. I'm obsessed with this cover. And it's about a girl, she's turned 11, so obviously it has to be middle grade. And the back is just like a letter from the main character to her mum. I don't know if the mum's dead or missing, but I have nothing to say. I just love this cover. Wow, things are falling over. Please, please stop. I have The Growing Pains of Jennifer Ebert by David M. Barnett, and the reason I wanted this is because the like subtitle is aged 19 going on 91, and that is me. I mean, I'm 22, but since about the age of 17 I have been a 100-year-old, so I am just so keen to get to this. That grandma is just my spirit animal, and I am just so excited for this book. I have such high hopes for it. I don't even know like what it's about. I am just really excited. I just have a really good feeling that it's gonna get me. So it better get me. It better be what I want it to be. And finally we have Paper Avalanche by Lisa Williamson. She wrote The Art of Being Normal, which I've had since it came out in hardback, and then I got a paperback because it was signed, and I still haven't read it because I am the worst. But this, I was really about to bullshit and say that this sounds really good when I have no fucking idea what it's about. I just know it's Lisa Williamson. But this is a signed proof copy, and I am just, I mean, it's David Fickling books, they always have like their proof copies signed. At least all the proofs I've ever got from them have been signed. And yeah, I'm excited. I love it when a book just gives you good vibes when all you have is literally the title. So yeah, that is my book haul. Yeah, I'm annoyed at myself too, but it's fine. And so let me know if you've read any of these books below. Let me know which ones I should get to ASAP or just unhaul immediately, because that would not be the first time I've bought a book and went, eh, fuck that, bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully things are going to start getting back on track with either my life or like, it's not even my life half the time. I mean, it is my life, but other people's lives fuck up and I'm in the midst of it and I'm just like, I can't deal with it. So hopefully this is the start
of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh.
Is that even the words or the tune? Like, I haven't watched High School Musical in years. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, so thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and leave me a comment below talking about how shit my hair is today if you really want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!